Hello everyone, we're back with more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. In the last episode, pretty sure we crashed that motorcycle in the last episode. Not the best thing we've ever done. And I'm debating, is it better to try and sneak back at night and retrieve said motorcycle, which is, here, and try to retrieve it. It did have a faulty alternator and the battery is probably nearly dead. But if we retrieve it, we don't have to make everything from scratch. However, I kind of want to make things from scratch because it's a lot more fun to make a vehicle from scratch. My concern is that we maybe don't have enough batteries for the welder. Let's look at the welder. 120, and if we look at our batteries, we have 1,000, we have 1,500. So I don't know if that's enough to cobble together all the parts we need to make a very small motorcycle. Why don't we just do it? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We can probably pull batteries from some of this stuff if we had to get what we would need left. I see we have maybe 500 more batteries we could pull out of these various tools to use. Maybe not even 500, but that might be enough to carry us over. Why don't we, well, let's sleep. We might as well sleep. If we're going to be doing it, we can do it in the daytime. It doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and sleep. In the last episode, I said I would tell you a story from my childhood, and I have one in particular that I'm thinking about. It's from when I was a teenager. So about a year ago, I wrote this novel, and it's not super good. Most of my writing is, I would say, better than a lot of people. Like, I read a lot of books and listen to a lot of audiobooks, and there is a lot of trash out there. So I would say it's better than a lot of stuff that gets published, but it's certainly not, like, mind-blowingly good. Why don't we try to cook something? And I actually wrote this story into my book because it's something that, despite being a very small impact on my life, it actually is something I think about from time to time and kind of regret. Oh, we could make some scrambled eggs just to get them out of here because they're so useless. Could make some deluxe. Those are pretty good. What do we need for that? It would be canned food. We would use the meat jerky. But honestly, I think, isn't the meat jerky on its own more filling than that? Yeah, like, oh, well, there's probably more portions in the deluxe scrambled eggs. Why don't we just make a couple? We'll do that. Other. Why is it in the other? Okay. Why don't we make just, is it two, oh, 3 portions. Okay, so it is more. So we'll make, okay, so it takes 1 charge of meat jerky, which is 300-ish calories, and 2 charges of eggs, which are 80-ish calories. So it should have around 400 and some odd calories to it, but we're actually getting about 600 calories out of it. So that seems pretty good. We'll make 1. We'll use the meat jerky. Hopefully we don't waste. We use the regular water. Didn't waste any materials. That's always nice. We'll eat these. Why is the calories... Oh, that's right. There was a recent PR to tell you that, hey, this calorie report might be incorrect. So it's actually much fewer calories than I expected. Almost half. No, more than that. Okay, so it's not terrible. Spoils in more than 1 day. I thought we would have longer on that. That's okay. 2, drink some clean water. So I wrote this book, and this book is about some teenagers. Let's grab our toolbox, who are going through a very difficult time in their life. There's this horrible thing that is killing fellow students. It's just like a generic horror suspense thing, which isn't really my scene, but it is interesting. So we'll grab this and drag this over here as well. And we'll just start the construction right in front of this vehicle. So everything's nice and close. And we'll just start it like right here. Yeah, it seems fine. So we need some frames. We'll cut them off of here. Let's take... I think the hatch just gives a frame. So these are good frames. We want to use as many green frames as we can. No. No, until they start approaching, we don't have to worry about them. We might want to kill them just to get them out of the way. Oh, you look like a brute. I thought it just said It didn't prompt me for the brute, did it? It prompted me for a regular zombie and for a skeleton. I don't want to fight a brute close up. We would have to shoot it, which would make noise, which would draw whatever remnants of horde there are over here. If we can draw them like way over this way and shoot them, I think we'd be okay. We did get 2 frames out of that. Why don't we wield the Saiga? And let's get the brutes attack. Yep, he's spot. So as soon as you see that thing start to move towards you, it's time to go. So let's pull him over as far as we can. Please don't wander up towards my house. There we go, he's close. We are faster than him apparently. Pull him over here. And then we'll shoot him. Oh, we literally are not close enough to target him. He's out of range. There we go. Its entire body bulges with distended muscles and swollen, festering wounds. Let's get that counter nice and high. Headshot, fantastic. Should just take one more. There we go, nice and easy. Get that spear back in our hands and we'll pick up our hulls. Smash him. Anything good? Literally nothing on him I want. Yep. Very disappointing. Let's see if the brainless heard that, because they have pretty good hearing. Doesn't look like it. Not going to worry about the brainless. They're still virtually useless until they're pretty close to you. Why don't we'll start the vehicle construction. Vehicle. Nothing. Oh, because it didn't clear my filter. Because of course not. Start vehicle construction. We'll literally just put it right here. We'll call this the MurderBike. Why not? Too simple to train your mechanics beyond 3. Okay, that's fine. And did that take charges of the welder? Probably not. Maybe. I don't remember what exactly the charges were. So we'll go ahead and we'll add another frame. We will... Why can't we do this? We don't have enough charges. Okay. It does take a lot of charges to put that frame together. That's okay. Anyway, so it's a story about a bunch of high schoolers who are... Why don't we pick up the batteries and take them with us? Who are dealing with a very scary situation. We'll reload the Saiga while we're here. Dangerous situation. Kids in their school are dying. They're trying to figure out how to stop this thing that's killing them. You know, pretty generic. I wouldn't say sci-fi, but it's definitely weird and a little horror-y. But that frame will make it this one. Nope. 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 Okay. And we will add one to the rear. Why do we not have charges again? We do have... Oh, we don't have a frame, of course. So we'll continue taking apart. We don't want that one because it's busted. A lot of these are busted. Well, we'll take this stuff off. We need this anyway. Take the car battery, take the alternator. So, bunch of kids dealing with stuff. It's this group of 3 kids in particular. They're the weirdos, the outcasts, and one of the characters is a female, and one of the characters is a male. Well, 2 of the characters are male, and the one male is in love with the female, naturally, because why wouldn't they be? Oops, that was the wrong button. And they're in an interesting situation where he kind of has feelings for her, but because of the significance of what they're dealing with and how rough. It's a faulty engine. Of course it's faulty. Why wouldn't it be faulty? Because they're dealing with these really traumatic situations, it doesn't seem appropriate for them to fall for each other and be together. So they kind of never really address their feelings because of the difficult situation that they're in. Oh my god, maybe we should do this at night. Look at that thing. It's wandering all around here. It can't see us. Spotted, no. Why don't we kill that? Because I don't want it to randomly wander up while I'm... They only have a vision of 4 or 5 tiles in the daytime. Haven't seen me? Haven't seen me? I thought I boosted your vision. Okay, maybe I didn't, or maybe someone else changed them back. I don't know. Not happy about it. So what do we have over here? I see a blue dot. Grabber. And tough zombie. Not a concern. Hopefully they'll stay out of vision. Maybe we can block. No, we can't. Okay. So we have our frames here. Why don't we take... We need a jack. I think we brought the jack back from the other base. Sure hope so. Jack. Nope. Jack. Anyway, I put a story into that book that is something that actually happened to me. And I'm going to tell you that story. So I was about 16-ish. And I was in high school. Just need 2 wheels. And we'll put these on here. I was in high school. And there's this girl, because there's always a girl, that I had very strong feelings for. She was an artist. And she was very... she was peculiar. You know what? I don't know which way is the front and which way is the back. So we might have put these tires on backwards. We maybe should have done everything else first. Why are the wheels... So... I'm guessing that it orients this way. You can't actually construct this way from scratch. So it's looking like we might have wasted all those battery charges trying to do it this way. That's very disappointing. So we'll have to take everything off. Oh my god. So we're going to go inside and we're going to do something else until nightfall because I'm getting tired of the interruptions rather. We'll eat some of our scrambled eggs. We will drink some more water. Clean water. Clean water. I didn't anticipate so many of the interruptions, which is on me. I probably should have known that. What were we reading? Was it the sushi book? I think it was the Scottish cookbook we were reading. Is this, which raises it more? They're both the same. That's fine. We'll just continue reading this book. And I'd had feelings for this girl since we were in middle school. And I'm not going to tell you her name. The name of the character that has this story happen to her is named Lena. So I'm just going to call her Lena. Anyway, Lena and I weren't really friends. It was more like, you know, that girl that you kind of have a crush on that, you know, like I was in middle school when I first got a crush on her. And back then it was just like, oh, she's different and she doesn't act like everyone else and she's nice to me and so I like her now. You know how kids are. And as I got older, that feeling never really went away. She's kind of peculiar, very interesting. She was an artist, which I really love artists. And so I always kind of had feelings for her. But of course I never talked to her about that and I never told her that because, God help me, I had no self-esteem and I thought I was a useless person that nobody could ever love, so why would I ever put myself out there when I didn't have to? Refill our welder. So there was this girl, Lena, that I had feelings for, and we were in high school, and there was this event taking place after school. And it wasn't really her scene. I was really surprised to see her there, because she's really not the sort of person who would come to something like this. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it was a special event that was really only for a certain group of people. And Lena was there. We've been doing this for hours. We should eat, sleep, and all that stuff. And she was there with a group of her friends who were working with me on what we were doing at school. And we were all just standing around talking, kind of waiting for things to start up. And we were out in front of our school in these big glass door opening like entrance to our school, and it was raining outside. It was nice, and it was you know, a really nice cool day, and we were all just standing around talking, and then Lena grabs my hand, which people didn't make physical contact with me. I was kind of a scary teenager, and she grabbed me by the hand and she said, "Come dance with me in the rain." And I remember, like, you know, your heart does that fluttery thing that you do when you're young. I don't know what we crafted. I pushed the button by mistake. And I felt very excited by that. Like, I was very happy in that moment. You could make a gluten-free meat pie. Oh, out of canned chicken, though. We don't want to do that. Why don't we cook some noodles? Macaroni works, and we use the unclean water. So now we have something for when we get up. We'll just eat it now, why not? And we'll drink some water. So she grabs me by the hand, which surprised me, and she asked me to come dance with her, which surprised me, because I would never have imagined that someone like her would want to be around someone like me, much less dance with them. And I wanted to, and I didn't. I didn't do it because I was so self-conscious that people would say something about me, or that people would kind of make fun of me, or that people would go around school telling me, oh, did you know that this idiot was dancing in the rain with this girl? And like, for her, it made complete sense. She was this peculiar, very interesting girl. Made perfect sense to me that she would go dance in the rain. Nobody would think anything of it because she was a girl. You were allowed to be kind of silly and do whatever you wanted, but which is stupid. That's not true at all. But you know, in my head, I was like, I can't do it. She can do it, but I can't do it. And I said no. I said no. You know, no, thank you. You know, I would like to, but I don't think so. And our guy is very, very hot. I don't know why. We're not wearing anything. Why every part of us is hot right now. I don't really understand why. We're wearing virtually nothing. I do think we're wearing a balaclava. Are we not? I thought we were wearing a balaclava. Why don't we look at our layers? Torso, Kevlar, t-shirt, rucksack. Yeah, I mean, so right now our torso is at plus 41 in warmth. And if we took off all of our clothes, we would be still at a plus. Like, we're only wearing 30 things, 30 warmth. So it would only drop us down to plus 11. So literally, if we were wearing nothing, we would still be hot right now. That's not right. Head is just an army helmet. We can take off the rain hood, but that's, again, such a marginal increase that it's same thing, 30 warmth. So if we took everything off, our head would still be hot. I don't like this. I don't like that at all. We will take some stuff off. We'll take off the rain hood. We can take off the t-shirt. I'm not going to take off the Kevlar, and I'm not going to take off the army helmet, and I'm not taking off the rucksack. What else is super hot? Like, look, it's such a tiny improvement. It's ridiculous. Feet, legs, hands, and arms. Okay. Well, arms, we're not taking off the armor. We're not taking off the tack gloves. We're not taking off our cargo pants or our leg guards. So we're just going to be hot, I guess. We can take off our socks. But, well, yeah, I'm not taking off my clothing just because it's hot. That's ridiculous. We need the armor. I mean, we don't literally right this second. So why don't we will take things off for the moment. We'll just strip on down. Now we're cold. It must not be exact values. It must have like a multiplicative effect, because now we're cold in some spots, even though we just did the math and we know we wouldn't have been. So that's fine. Let's we're not going to put this engine on. Why don't we look for, wasn't there another vehicle right here? I think this one has a faulty engine as well. We don't want a faulty engine, because I'm pretty sure faulty means they just won't start occasionally. No other vehicles close. And it's daylight. We're not going to venture over here in the daylight where we've been seeing a bunch of undead, especially because we just took our clothes off. Why don't we'll just put everything else on. We can't put the engine on. We can put on, what do we need here? We need a seat. And we need controls. Oh, well, we'll take the controls off of this. Controls. We'll take the seat belt as well, of course. And we'll take a roof. I don't know what is required to make a roof. What's the dashboard do? Examine the tile, pick up items, access the controls, or use the... Do we need this? I think we need this. I don't know if we need that or not. We'll try without it, and then we'll see if we need it. We'll put it on. So we want to install a seat first, I guess. Foldable seat, sure. Then we will put in the controls and a roof. Why isn't it showing a seat? Moving on to the frame. Did we not put a seat there? Foldable seat. Do we have to activate the seat? We're going to take that out. I don't like that it's not displaying a tile. Even if it's there and it's just not displaying, I want an actual tile there. So we will take out a seat from this vehicle. And that should give us whatever we need to make just a regular seat. Seat. Okay, there we go. Kind of facing a weird... I guess it doesn't matter which direction. Getting hungry. Did we... Nope, we apparently ate everything. So she asked me to go dance in the rain with her. And I said no, because I was embarrassed and because I didn't trust myself and because I liked her and I didn't know how to express that because I was young and dumb and scared. And I have a lot of things to regret in my life. Don't get me wrong. This is not like a huge regret that I have. That's, oh, if I could go back in time and one thing I would change. It's not like that. But I do wish I had just done it. You know, I do wish I had just gone. And then when I wrote I wrote this book a year ago, and I thought, I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put a little piece of myself into this story. Just going to make some oatmeal, I think. Just one portion. We'll make 2 portions. Eat some oatmeal. We'll drink. And I thought, you know, I'm going to put part of myself in this. I'm going to make it so that this boy, the main character in this story, has the exact same experience, only he'll do it different. And so, no room in your inventory for the in-progress clean water, so you drop it. How? What? Let's just put this crap back on, because it's nighttime, we shouldn't be super warm anymore. Pick this up. How do I work on craft? Okay. Okay, that's neat. Instead of, that's fine. We'll drink 1 more charge of water. We'll go back out. And I thought, you know, I'm going to put this in the story and I'm going to give this kid an opportunity to do things different. And so in the story, she asks him to do it and he goes through the exact same thought process that I went through. You know, oh, people are going to see me. People are going to be mean to me. Maybe I shouldn't do this. But then he also knows that if he doesn't go, he's probably going to regret it later. Where'd the alternator go? What engine did we just put in it? Oh, we put the battery in. Oh, that's my mistake. I thought I put the engine in and it was like, what? We'll put in the engine for now until we can find a better alternative. And we'll throw the alternator on there. Still needs a car battery. Does this have... Oh, no, I literally just put the battery in. Is it fully charged? It is. So we need a tank. I don't think we have any small tanks we could use. We could go get that 2-liter tank off of the vehicle, off the motorbike. Hungry again, we eat the oatmeal. I do think we're getting hungry too frequently. But maybe that's how it's been designed. Anyway, so I gave this kid the opportunity to rectify something that I myself wish I had done different in a past life. So I thought I would share that because I was thinking about that pretty recently for like no real reason. Just it came to my mind the other day when I was driving. And I thought, you know, that might be an interesting story to tell. I don't know if that even makes sense to you, but to me it was such a big deal. And I wanted to do that so bad. And then I let my self-esteem and my self-doubt and all that stuff keep me from going and having a nice moment with a girl I had feelings for. So, little things you regret over the course of a lifetime, I guess. Anyway, I hope that all made sense. Anyway, we're going to call the episode here. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in the near future with more Cataclysm. Videos go up on the daily. I'll see you in the next one.